This is me at 1 p.m, lost somewhere in the bushes trying to film some cinematic looking scenes. This is me at 1:20 p.m, setting up my ultra bright monitor and ready to finally shoot until my battery dies. This is me, it's 1:40 p.m, I'm sweaty and I'm finally able to see what I'm shooting. As a filmmaker, you know how important it is to be able to control 100% your camera settings, composition, and focus. But what if you could take your control to the next level by using your smartphone as a remote monitor for your camera? In this video, I'm going to show you just that, and also how can this actually make you a better filmmaker. But before we get into this video, you do want to stick around until the end to make sure you hear my thoughts and what I actually think about this product. The main question about this product is this worth it and do I need one? The answer is yes and maybe. This is the Axon C-Mo. And basically you just put this on your camera, you put a battery, and you can use a smartphone as an external monitor. Now, do you need one? It depends if you already have an external monitor or not. I already have one external monitor, and as you can see, it is pretty big. And the reason why I don't think this will take over this, it's mostly because the average brightness in nits for iPhones is about 700 to 800 nits, while this guy has 3000 nits. So it all depends what kind of use you can see for it. For example, in my case, I really see myself continuing using this bigger, brighter monitor during daylight hours. But then when it comes to sunrise, sunset, or anything at night, this is actually a pretty good option, mostly because it's very battery efficient, but also it's very light and I don't need to carry extra gear in my camera bag if it's already packed. To connect your smartphone to the C-Mo, all you gotta do is download the app and then connect your smartphone to the device using the cable that's included in the package, and then plug your camera using a small HDMI or a full size HDMI depending on your camera. Open it up and you're set up. It's very easy, it's very quick, and the best thing for me is that it runs off the same NPF Sony batteries as my bigger ultra bright screens, which is great because I can use the same batteries for both. And the only difference is that on the bigger screen, this batteries last between 2 and 2.5 hours, while on this one, they last between 5 to 7 hours. So it's definitely a more battery efficient device for sure. Once you're connected and in the app, you can actually personalize your screen. You can like pinch to zoom if you want to have a better look on what you're shooting, and you can personalize everything on the top. I like to remove honestly everything that I don't use, as most of the things I use are very easy and very quick. I want to have the minimum amount of things to not distract me from my scene. So one thing that I always have on is the waveform, very important, so you can always make sure you nail your exposure, especially in contrasty situations. And then I have focus speaking set up in case I'm manual focusing. This is very helpful so I don't misfocus any shots. And then I have the LUT set up on S-Log 3. Again, this is a bit of a yellowish LUT, to be honest. It's not a perfect S-Log 3 conversion, but it helps to understand your exposure. So I like to keep it off and just turn it on when I'm not sure about my highlights and my shadows, how they're gonna look on a Rec 709 conversion. So I just on and off whenever I need to. And the same goes for audio levels. I keep it off, but if I'm filming an interview or anything that I need to make sure my audio is not peaking, then I just turn it on and I can make sure my audio is good. And finally, the moment you all been waiting for. Is it worth it? Do you need it? Should I buy that instead of a bigger monitor? I think it all comes down to your needs and your budget. The point is, this is about $100 to $150 cheaper than any monitors. So if you have a small budget, yes, get this one because you can have a monitor without spending a bunch of money. If I have to be completely honest with you, I would recommend buying both, just because you can have a monitor that doesn't have a huge battery life, but you can see very clearly in daylight, like this ultra bright big monitor that I have. And then you can use your phone for like night or sunset, just to make sure you don't have to bring so many batteries and you don't run out of juice. what you're shooting. So in conclusion, it all depends by your budget and just how this product would fit within your day-to-day use. I think it's a great product. It's very smooth, it's very easy to set up, which was my only worry, is that these products sometimes are a bit jittery, they glitchy, there's something that doesn't work, or there's something that it's very hard to understand. I like when you have a product, you plug it, works, done. Also, I like to specify this was not a sponsored video, but they did send me this product to test out. And I'm only making videos about products I actually like, enjoy, and I actually use in a day-to-day basis. With that said, guys, we're all done for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did so, like, subscribe, notification on, all those things. It really makes a difference. If you're new here, we do a weekly video about filmmaking, tutorials, culture, travel, Bali, all of the above. So do consider subscribing. See you guys in the next one.